You're correct. It is Judgment. John over here is like, welcome, ladies, bitches and hoes. We're playing Yakuza. Shit, Judgment. I mean, shit. Like, how many times do you scare one simple thing, John? Gamble?
Wait a sec.
Excuse me.
Wait a sec.
His name is Dio, and he's a cunt.
Wait a sec.
Why the fuck would you want to know?
Wait a sec.
I'm gonna beat him.
Hello? Hmm?
So a nurse, right? You think a nurse could go out drinking by herself every night? They're busy and tired. Maybe you're in the press then. I doubt journalists are so bored that they would go out every night either. It's not dragon style, it's tiger style.
Hey.
Get it right, bitch. Hey! Oh, a new challenger approaches. This one's a detective. Watch out. Come for some sport talk. Aw, damn. You want it? It's a 10,000 yen each. Whoever guesses Mary's occupation takes the pipe. So if we're all putting, it will make a whopping 40k. Don't be a buzzkill, Chuck. I think you actually might have a shot. So how about I make it interesting? I'll bet 50,000 that nobody can guess. So winner gets.
Hey,
What about it, Talk? Join in. Now we're talking. Haha. You're welcome to observe. Take all the time you need. I guess I'll glean from her appeal and body language.
What the? Suspicious.
Your hair is dyed and your nails are done, so you don't have a job that would impose rules on you. No ring means no husband. You're dressed to the nines down to the accessory. Clearly, you have money. And the fact that you're here every night means you aren't working very demanding hours. Impressive. I know who to call if I ever need a detective. So I'm right so far. Ha, could be. It wouldn't be fair if I told you, would it? Oh, I can confirm that life isn't short on money. I couldn't help but notice earlier you paid your tab with a black card, right? Oh, now that I think about it. Really? Couldn't you only get one if you're filthy rich? Hey, how rich are we talking here? She clearly has both money and luxury of time. I would say CEO lover, but here's the thing though. It wouldn't make sense for it. A doctor, she already admits that doctors work like a really stupid amount of time. The thing that would make it obvious would be an author. An author can have a shit ton of money. Interesting. No one have guessed that before. Finally. Okay, so it leads to a tailing mission. Find Mary's secrets. Why is this main story of all things? Why is telling a woman main story?
Isn't that?
Hey Kirby. John, make sure you have your audio included. Kirby, I don't really give a shit if you have your audio included or not.
Bitches and whores.
Which one do you do first? Milk or milk then cereal, or cereal then milk? John?
I do milk then. Sorry, cereal then milk. Sorry.
Okay, so we all do the same thing then.
Huh?
How would he know? Blech. Well, time to go see go check out New Serene. I don't know, they want me to go to Denda. Gang leader? The juggles!
Isn't that...
I almost said, oh my god, I finally beat one of the KG 3, then realized it's not even the KG 3.
We're on a stealth. I flippin' hate this game with the amount of stealth they have.
Sorry, dude, it looks like I'm not using my coupon today. How do I get to the... How do I get to the sewers again? Was it over here? Was it in the... It was the children's park.
But sure that way you could drag the enemy closer. Like have them truly like walk quicker.
Hmm? Got it.
Doc,
Huh?
hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I trade my EXP to this homeless dude. Yeah, no, I kind of need that.
On the case. Cleared 10 side
That's
cases. I already drank from you already, so I don't really gotta worry. Wait, I thought I already did. Everything should already have a check mark next to them.
ありがとうございました。
Didn't want to check that out. Okay, so 16,000. Okay. We should buy 16,000 is 1.6. Okay. I'll come back to you when I have that much money. Obtain 60 skills.
Out of the way.
らっしゃいませ。
Good stuff.
ありがとうございました。
Eating my heart away.
いらっしゃいませ。
Ah, it's the spot.
I'm bleeding.
Not really.
I'm bleeding in the mouth.
ありがとうございました。
I bit myself pretty hard.
I bit myself to pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't care if I bite myself bleeding. Weird to be wrong, to be right.
Guess we're doing this.
If I bit myself tonight, chances are that I might mutilation out of sight and contemplate biting.
Yagami-san.
You know,
Okay, so another fight with Hondo.
I
Got it.
was about to say stripped away the minute that you died. What a wonderful phrase!
It means no worries. Create more mortal wounds. Have fun. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ah, it's the spot.
ありがとうございました。 Ah, great, you can't block that.
Cool.
Why does it keep on bringing up that pinging that we're recording?
I don't know. I just did something that I didn't even realize I could do with wall stuff.
What's that?
I'm not going to explain it. I just realized that
You just
quite
said
useful.
wall. You said wall stuff, so I'm like,
Yeah. Threat level went way down for that one. So that's cool.
Stupid thing. Perfect. Hello?
Yagami-san, this is Sari.
What's up, Saori-san? You don't usually call me.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei. It keeps going to voicemail. He hasn't picked up since he left the office after talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And?
Didn't you say the Kyori clan was after him?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I just wanted to give him a scare.
Okay, still. Could you try him for me? Sometimes he ignores my calls. Maybe he'll pick up for you.
Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? But I might as well. Can't hurt to try.
Hi, Shintani here.
Hey, Shintani-sensei, it's Tak. Where are you?
hi there, Master Roshi.
The voicemail box of the one and only Masamichi Shintani, Genda Law Office's finest attorney.
Shintani.
Leave your legal troubles after the beep.
Oh, chapter 5.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Saori-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Saori-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. Hey.
Bullet hole, okay, and then the eyes are
Suspicious.
gouged out.
Hadouken! Wait, no.
Wait, so I have a question.
What?
Well, I'm in the middle of something. So yesterday we found out the instant kill is like an instant kill. It does a heavy amount of damage. Are we banning all the extracts?
I would ban the one that can immediately kill your opponent you're fighting. That's... If the odds are low, me and you would have to do a couple of tests with that one to see, like, the different... Like, how frequent the insta-kill is. If it's constant, then we're banning it.
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
And the extent to how it is.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
You know what I mean.
Shintani, huh? Yeah. His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often? Huh? I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms. Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder?
Yeah.
That's just how cops like you operate. Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate. How long? You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least. I don't have money for that. Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Ayabe's sources aren't even that reliable. Don't know what you mean. Oh, I'm sure you do. Yeah, I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes. He wants to talk to you about Shintani, as do I. Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon.
Okay.
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani, so I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
The others? Do you mean his eyes were...
Gouged out. But Shintani's beef was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole target him?
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when...
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their...
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail?
Yagami.
Oh,
You
I
might
think
wanna
I know
lay
where
low
I'm
for a bit.
at.
It's not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. if the mole comes after you.
Right. I'll do just that, Gen.
You know, I watched Overton get out a good head on his shoulders. But he didn't have the guts to succeed when push came to shove. Not even so. Guess I took it for
Oh,
granted.
goodbye, Master Roshi.
Thought he'd always...
When I first joined,
I'll probably
Shintomi
never
sensei
come back.
Thanks for this, Yagami. Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight. What about you, Hoshino-kun?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home. Good night, boss. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-san. Yagami-san. I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low. But that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return...
Wait, what was that?
I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be. Criminal? Civil? Not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino?
Check the second floor out.
Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well, let's get down to business.
I'll
First off,
be back
I
for
wanna know
that.
what Shintani was doing before he died. And I have some evidence that may tell us just that. I managed to take this before the cops showed up.
Yeah, that's Shintani-sensei, all right?
Yep.
I'm not sure what this tells us about what he was doing before the murder.
Huh? If we want to know what Shintani... This might be... Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right, that makes sense. It's this way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause
Oh,
as much
it
chaos
is.
as possible.
Hey, the number got a hit.
It is
it's
where I-
apparently for the
Where that is.
What the hell?
What? Do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty patient was killed. And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Oh, wait. He was your client.
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him, but then he...
You can stop there.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADD sick?
I bet we'll find out if we get... But you should go home. We both need some...
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow.
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, John, are you getting into fights, and are you, like, actually fighting them, or are you just running away like a pussy?
Oh, I normally fight them.
Normally? So that means you don't do it every time.
I don't do it all the time, but I do fight things.
Why? Speaking of fighting. Shit. It's a waste and a half game, and you know that.
Excuse me.
It's like
Don't
if
care
I
about a flippin' old man. Rescue an old man.
You asked for it.
I need to get a shower.
Oh, I actually have to click Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike extract.
Yep.
I don't care.
Excuse me.
Detective Yagami. That's funny.
I don't get it.
the way.
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
I wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
Sure, I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Oh God!
Again? It's come
What
up
the
before?
hell was wrong with me?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
Oh God!
It's a
Not
brand new
again.
dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals.
Nope.
But apparently,
Not
every
getting
single mouse
distracted.
they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Get distracted, because
The man
I'm
giving the
literally
presentation here is
grabbing
Dr.
crap
Yusuke
right now,
Kikuchi,
John.
a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
John, I say ban all of them, because they all the extracts do more damage than you can
That's
even
what we're
dish
about to
out
find
at the
out.
given moment.
And there's only one way to do that.
Come on!
They are literally just a free X gauge.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is... Well, who I am doesn't matter.
Huh?
But anyway, I think a lawyer named Shintani called your office yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whoever he spoke to.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Well, the truth is, this is the last number he dialed, so...
Are you with the police?
Well, not exactly.
Over here, Yagami. I've heard a bit about this place before.
Excuse me.
But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead, Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino. We're here to talk about a murder that took...
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Ooh, she's cute.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is,
She's
the partner
cute.
here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry. Which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young.
Oh, gosh.
Not the friendliest girl.
We're not exactly...
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Oh.
Right this... Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card.
Gold?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operation.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia.
So, they're one in this. Anyway, do it.
Suspicious. Has anyone else slept here since Walker's...
Nobody. No.
And what?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried...
I can't say for sure.
What the? The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped. Hey, all the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on.
Well, we only have so many employees. The halls stay fairly busy, but...
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from... Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is Shinpei Okubo is guilty.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Well, of course, that's what he says. You want to review the case?
Sure.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi at 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime. The nurse, given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital, but after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody, after inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, a laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess, burying Waku's body, and lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, The cops found cause of death was most likely suffocation. Any objections to this so far?
Actually, yeah.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault. And roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk.
And what? It's okay for a kid to...
Of course not.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck.
Oh, bye-bye.
Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
I'm ready to go.
You know, I was very curious on your stream. I joined. Were you skipping cutscenes? I was watching them.
So yes and no. Have I been skipping cutscenes? Yes, but has it really been affecting my game? No, because there's about 2 to 3 seconds after someone stops talking in a cutscene, and then when you click the skip button, it skips those 2 to 3 seconds, so it starts up the next dialogue.
I get that.
And also, why'd you join my stream?
Yagami, you're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice. They don't...
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have. Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they used to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. It would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh, the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck.
So...
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, The victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details. What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and...
Are...
Yeah, I've seen...
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then. Because Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free, but I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh? Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
Ah. I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
This entire flippin' thing is making me glad Shintani died.
Somebody set me up.
What?
Please. You have to
Shintani.
believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
I just paused it. What's your thought?
This entire cutscene is making me happy Shintani died.
I do.
Why?
Okay.
He's arrogant.
Next time?
Thinks he knows what's good, and he doesn't.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can
I
cuddle up all you want.
was thinking to myself, it's probably the woman who did it. Framed him, the laundry chute guy.
Hey. It sounded like she was worried about you.
Then I realized...
This entire cutscene is making me hate Shintani. Reason why is if you look, Shintani is arrogant, thinking that he knows everything. But this entire case is proving that he doesn't.
He's gotta learn some.
And then when the guy killed the other person, he's like, yeah, I knew it all along. He isn't a person to trust.
Huh. Okay.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right.
You mean that friend of yours? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nice.
Whoa,
to
I didn't even
you if
notice
he
she was
knew
even
you had
there.
Friends who look like her.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more.
Her hair's still the exact same.
Excuse me.
Mafia Kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
Take a look at this. This is the laundry bin that was thought to have been used to transport Wakusan's body.
Okay.
The laundryman would have been responsible for it.
I've got a gripe right
Where
now with
exactly
this.
are you going with this, Yagami?
I
There's only about
understand
40 minutes
by
between when
their
Wakusan was
by
last
the
seen
time
and
they
when he
found the
disappeared.
body in the
There's only
mountains,
one
I'm
way his
pretty
body
sure
could have been carried
environmental
out the
damage to
street.
the body as well as
That's the
decomposition and
Okubo-kun's
shit.
laundry bin.
But
Hey,
from
I don't
if
want to
there
put it
was
down,
anything left, couldn't
doesn't
they
that point to
get a
Okubo being the
DNA
killer?
sample around where what was going on around the neck or whatever?
You do realize the reason why they knew it was him, right? Why they immediately suspected the guy that's on trial right now?
My point, though, the evidence I showed you is...
That evidence won't win you the case.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here! That bastard. Oh, eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but...
Hey! Wait up!
The whole reason was the fact is that Okubo literally told the cops where the body was. Doesn't matter about decomposition or environmental. They knew it was Okubo, or think it's Okubo, simply for the reason where he told the body. Everyone's trying to figure out, Yagami trying to figure out whether or not he's innocent or not, while the other person thinks he murdered them. Everyone thinks that Okubo murdered the guy. Okubo's claiming he didn't. Nothing about checking out a body, nothing. It's just trying to figure out whether or not the guy murdered the other guy or not. That's what this case is all about.
A woman?
Help!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Now, please have this style be, like, slow. No, surprisingly, it's actually pretty polished still.
Hey, we don't have the upgrades.
Don't need the upgrades.
No, I'm just pointing that out that the upgrades, like my increased damage and my health upgrade are gone.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Wakusan? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
This is him?
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway.
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
I'm currently employed as a research. Part of our research consists of clinical tests. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony. Take a look at this, if you would.
And this is?
Well, it's an important piece of evidence, but the truly vital... Take a look at this, if you would.
And this is?
Well... Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
Oh, fuck.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin. But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back. Shono-san.
Yes?
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a
Alright, well,
just
we're at a case attorney thing right now, so, trial thing at the moment, so...
The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
I don't know if you can actually fail these things or not.
Shono-san, can you say
that I've been
without a
correct
doubt
so
that
far?
Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
Seeing as it's a flashback.
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
Actually, no. Judgment, it's its own timeline. It doesn't have anything to do with the Yakuza series.
The charges against my client stem
Nothing in Judgment has been ever... The only thing that it points to is that it's the time gap between Yakuza 6 and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable.
Judgment and then Lost Judgments after Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive.
All it does is literally straight up it fits. It's supposed to what it's doing is it's literally between Yakuza 6 and Yakuza Like a Dragon. The reason I say that is it's in 2018. Yakuza Like a Dragon takes place in 2019. Yakuza 6 takes place in 2016. It is in the middle of it, and all it is doing is picking a timeline so it doesn't interfere with the Yakuza series. That's the point of it.
So
it's not to interfere.
Fuzzy memory?
Same thing with Lost Judgment. It is in the middle between Yakuza Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth. Reason why is that it's able to stand
I
in there,
very nearly
but it's
picked
not
up Infinite
into
Wealth today.
interfere.
future is at stake.
I
and you're
nearly
willing
picked
to
that
throw
up
that away
today,
for
but
unreliable
I was
testimony?
like, I might wait a bit
Dr.
longer.
Shono is a bright and diligent researcher.
It's a fun
Watching his
game.
own grandmother develop
I love
dementia.
myself.
Yeah,
I
but
love
I'm
myself a
miles
good
away from
detective age.
anywhere
I love myself a
near-
good
After
detective
paying his
game.
own way through medical school.
I'm
He went on to
miles
become
away
the
from
head
anywhere
researcher at the
near
agency.
yet. I mean,
Day
I'm
after
close
day,
to finishing
Dr.
Zero,
Shono
but
visits his sick patients
like I say,
under
it's
the
miles
cleanness
before
of his
I'll get
heart,
to
leading
near,
to his valiant testimony here
anywhere
today.
near to Infinite Wealth.
If you want to know whether I trust this man,
One thing
then
that
my answer
annoys
is
the
a
fuck out of me
resounding
is the
yes.
fact there's
In
no
other
physical
words, because he's
release
such
for
a great
the man
researcher,
who
his
erased
testimony
his
is
name.
infallible.
I have looked everywhere,
It's not supposed to be.
so I'll have to get that digitally when I go to stream.
It's supposed to be digital. The reason why is that the man who erased his
I
name
take it it's
was
so
supposed to be
short.
DLC. No. Actually, quite the opposite. It was supposed to be DLC for Infinite Wealth, but because of it being bigger than a DLC amount, they decided to release it for $50 and then on Game Pass. So then people that have never played a Yakuza game before, can play it.
Alright.
I'm gonna
The
make a
man who
phone call
erased
real
his
quick
name,
while you two
all
have a
it is
discussion.
supposed to do is literally
Viewers will be
just
back.
it's supposed to give you the satisfaction of playing as Kiryu again when he's decently strong.
His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked.
It's also supposed to fill in the time gap of what the fuck Kiryu was doing during Like a Dragon. And it does.
Yeah, I take that
Because
a
from
lot
here,
of the
it
little
sounds like you're
side
putting your
games
faith
are
in Shono.
like, you like just time gap fills.
No. Judgment isn't. Judgment, Inshin, Dead Souls all do different things. Dead Soul is a spin-off game that isn't canon whatsoever.
Right.
Reason why? Zombies. And also characters alive in that, even though he's dead in the canon games. Judgment, that isn't canon, but it is part of the timeline because of it being part of the Yakuza series. It's not canon, and you don't need to play it to understand the actual games.
Alright, I'm back.
Inshin is an entirely different timeline. The reason why it shows characters is it's just a way to reuse models. That's why it's called Like a Dragon Inshin.
Hey, what about the zombie apocalypse game?
That isn't canon.
I know it's not.
Literally mentioned that right as you literally said, hey, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution
You're not
is
here for a
easily swayed as you
conversation,
think.
just butt the fuck out of it.
And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Anyway, I
6
shall
years
be
ago,
back.
The defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the
That
cause?
was it.
A minor drunken disagreement.
What I saw was one
Now,
like
fast
little
forward to
still
what occurred a few days prior
screen
to the crime.
when you were
Wakusan,
streaming one of the
suspecting
other
the
chapters
defendant
from
of stealing his
that
wallet,
was from
given the
Drax,
clearly
and
violent nature of
the
Okubo-san's
character that I looked
that
at, it looked a
alone
lot
would be
like
motivation
Kuzu.
enough to murder
I
Is
was like,
something
what
wrong,
the
ma'am?
fuck?
Please remain seated while court is in session.
But I was like, you know what, I'm not going to say anything because I have absolutely no clue because I only started with Zero and I haven't gotten anywhere near finished it yet. But I'm close. I think I've only got about half a dozen chapters left.
And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Wakusan at all. He knew that the outburst was
Which I
just caused
would
by his
recommend.
dementia, that it was all the sickness's fault.
It's not
So there was no
imperative,
reason for
as
him to
Ross
resort
has
to
pointed
murder.
out,
Terasawa-san.
to play the game, but
Okubo-san really is an
I
incredibly
think
caring
many
person.
first times to
Please leave this
Yakuza,
courtroom at
it
once.
is a good
You're
start
right
off
that he may
point.
be hard to approach,
It would be
but
worth
he's a kind
playing.
soul, and he always keeps his promises.
I'm back.
But it's not
Okubo-san's
like
not the only person in
canon,
this courtroom who would be
as
affected
Foster
by a
puts
guilty
it,
verdict either.
to play
As a matter of
Yakuza
fact, it would
0.
break my heart.
But it's a good start off point for beginners.
And even through it all,
And that's
wanted me to
coming
keep
from
this
a beginner
secret,
at
not
this
to tell
point.
anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating.
Hang on, I'm getting spam to hell.
Even though I knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is.
Shit.
But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible.
How many?
As the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so
Yeah, that was the
bravely
only
proclaimed
one
Okubo's
thing I can
innocence
point out is it looked like a younger version of Kazu. From the still frame that I saw on Drax's screen, like from his streaming screen last night when I was in Twitch last night.
Hi.
Something wrong? No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
Other than that, I haven't watched any of the stream.
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. My name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Way to go, girl.
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my
Excuse
testimony
me.
had been...
Sorry, I had a day out in town today, so that's wore me out.
Doesn't matter. What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation.
And I need to get my butt
like
back on it to finishing my background prep if I'm wanting to get done in time for June 1st.
Yes, I see.
I'm hoping debut date will be June 1st. Originally, it was supposed to be yesterday, but I pushed it back due to IRL.
Call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
No.
I have no idea what's going on, what's being said,
The
so...
same Shono-san you were just with?
No, I was just saying I am hoping to aim and get to
However,
debut
it's unclear
June
as to what
1st.
the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san
But it
didn't
all
leave a
depends
message.
what happens
no
as
idea
of
what
between now and then.
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Shono and I
So I was saying it mainly for viewers that may watch the VODs later.
as it turns out. Sometimes complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders
Hopefully
taking place
June
in Kamurocho,
1st.
Dr. Kido?
But if I do have to push
3
it back,
yakuza,
I
each one
will
with their eyes gouged out.
post a tweet on my Twitter if I do need to push it back again. But I'm hoping I don't.
Can you think of anything tying the 80s
2 minutes,
to those
Frosted.
murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I
Whoa.
believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
2 minutes for...
Please stop! You can't!
For... What is it? For anime start talking about her Twitter and all that. I mean, not Twitter, her whatever.
No, I'm just saying. I was
Um,
just saying that. That's all
One of
I'm
your
saying.
guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating.
Since you joined the party.
Oh,
That would be you,
fuck.
Yagami. I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Why would it go
Is that
back
so?
off? No, that's all I'm saying, Drakus. There. I'm not gonna keep going on about it.
latest victim was the lawyer,
I will
Shintani.
tweet when it gets closer.
The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface.
Before you ask, no, I didn't still check out that other stuff we were on about the other day. I still didn't check it out yet.
But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen.
At least if I wanted to plug you two on my channel, I'll be able to ask you directly.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the
Frosted?
lawyer
What
Masamichi
the?
Shintani.
Is that so?
I've just noticed the chapter
I'm
change.
Hoshino,
What the
an attorney
fuck?
at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary or...
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
Oh, shit!
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Oh, there you
Take this
go.
elsewhere. I really must be.
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I like to speak to you as a material girl.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh
Why
my
do you suspect
god.
me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough. Get the hell out
I
of my
will
office.
admit, these guys have actually got me curious on Judgment, but I am not going to because it'll be jumping too far ahead. It's because of these two I actually started the Yakuza series, I will admit that.
You two, out.
I got my
Before we
button
go,
gear
can we
and
speak to Shano-san
started
for a
playing
second?
it.
We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
Oh fuck!
Can I help you?
Actually, I've already been here.
I
was
don't know
just
why
with
I
Director
keep
Kino,
jumping every
remember?
time the blooming like notification goes boop
course.
on my
Did you
screen.
forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though. Just give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kido-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call.
Excuse me.
There's no chance
Sorry,
Kido-san
that'll
would
be
let us in.
onion rings repeating on me.
At least now we know where Shono is.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a map around here somewhere.
What is the term material witness?
Say that again?
What the?
Oh my god, I need to learn to balance this out
Service entry.
properly.
This
Give
is
me
where
a sec.
Okubo's truck.
Ah, there's why.
Suspicious. This leads to the research
I
wing.
was like, why
The
are you
receptionist said he
guys
would
so
be at
low?
Hmm.
And the others
This goes over
that I
to the
was hanging
hospital.
with before was so low.
A material witness is a person whose testimony is material to a criminal proceeding.
It's pretty much like, The
Like
reason
a
why
witness or something.
he needs Yagami is Yagami was the first one that called the other person, and Shintani was in Yagami's office. So they need him to testify whether or not he's actually the murderer or not.
Suspicious.
Ah.
Director Keto's office.
Just to make viewers aware, I don't know what's going on because I am not viewing the stream right now. Because I'm not going to say it's spoiler alert, but like I just want to keep everything so that it'll be a surprise when I do start playing the game title.
What the?
Excuse
But I
me.
was like hanging with these two.
Yes, ma'am.
This is one
So
of
if you
Shonosan's
ever do
researchers.
get a chance to hang with
She
these
was
two,
just about to
trust
return
me,
to the lab.
they're a laugh and a half.
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Thank you.
Right this way.
She's cute.
I really appreciate this, Hashimoto-san.
Come on, every.
And I'm
I
Hoshino.
just don't get it.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director
Some
Keto's.
game,
This place
like,
is so
they make
massive.
the
you
characters so
practically hope
cute,
you're okay with
or
walking.
they make the men like.
Oh, that's totally okay.
Wolf.
Oh, by the way,
That's my only
Research
expression I can
He's
get.
working in the protein abnormalities lab.
Like, why?
Do you guys research pharmaceuticals? So, Hashimoto-san, what kind of work do you yourself do here?
I'm part of the team developing 89. Dr. Shono is the head of that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
speaking of, what exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
Oh no.
It'll be the
Excuse
first
me?
dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right?
Oh, it's getting
It could
dry,
finally
yeah.
cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
That many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million.
Ooh,
Potentially
smell
up to
nice, though.
13 million, including at-risk patients. That's 1 in
Sorry, I was
9
talking
people.
about makeup brushes.
However, as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say, this is making me feel kind of bad about how we treated Keto-san back there.
Director Keto will go down in history if we achieve this.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Okay, gotta come out one way or the other.
Oh my god, please.
You can't
Oh,
deny
yeah.
it, it's a true fact, dude.
Dr. Shono is right.
Anime, you missed it yesterday.
Well, if you'll
Yeah,
excuse me.
unfortunately, I wasn't watching yesterday, and
No, I'm not. I'm
trying
saying
to
the whole
join.
with the whole thing with the my phone notification going off.
No.
Shono-san.
Oh god, let me guess, it
Yagami-san?
was cringe.
But how did you get in here?
Hey, calm down.
Oh
I just
Christ.
want to talk.
And I thought
I
mine was
can't do that.
cringe half the time.
Keto-san doesn't know
But
you're
if mine
here.
was only going
Does he?
Is there a problem?
It's because I forgot to put my
Ichinose-san.
ringtones back on. It was still vibrate
I've
mode.
never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you
It's
the
been
guy
on
from the lobby?
vibrate mode for the last for 2 days.
My
I
name
wouldn't
is
put my
Ichinose.
notification like tones
Ichinose?
back
From the
on.
Ministry of Health, offering political support to
Ichitose?
89's development.
John, you messed up the name.
Kiro-san
I
called
was
you
thinking
vice
of the
minister.
girl from
I'm
Yakuza.
sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
This is
Lofty
Ichose,
You can
starting
boss
with an
scientists
I,
around.
and
I'm
then
not
the
here.
girl's name is Chitose.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you I can't. Not without Kido-san here.
I need you to tell me,
I guess I
why
had
did
to do
Shintani
that.
call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kido.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first.
Sorry.
You
I
seem
was doing that
awfully
because I was a
deferent
little
towards
bit
Kido-san.
worried that my nose
I mean,
was
you
going
won't
to
even talk
start
to me if
again
the
like
guy's
it did
not
this
here.
morning.
So why are you so afraid of him?
Woke up and I bloody
given how
had a
much tax
nosebleed,
money
didn't
is
I?
going into the development of AD9, it's become quite a political matter. As such,
God
the
knows
director
why
is
it
being
started.
extremely
I hadn't like
cautious
hit
about
myself or
leaks.
anything. It
Anime.
just
I
started.
talk about 89.
Stop.
I
I
know.
need
Cut.
to know why she
You're
Dude.
rambling.
You're rambling
I
and there's
already
dialogue
told
going
you
on.
I don't know.
Oh,
Now,
Like you've
please,
been
let me get back to
literally
work.
this entire time you've been in this party, you just keep talking.
What are you doing here?
Now,
This
I
game's cutscene, and I'm trying to pay attention with the game and also trying to understand what you're saying. But all you're doing right now is just rambling, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him.
jeez, I was only fucking saying I had a nosebleed and I
Jerry.
hadn't had it in a while.
We were just leaving. Come on, Hoshino-kun.
I'll be
Like I
filing
say,
a
I haven't got it
complaint
on
with the
screen, so
Bar
I can't
Association
know as and
under the
when.
minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
I feel like we came up empty-handed.
what?
Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san?
It's just a name.
Kazami-san?
It's just a name.
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
I
was it,
don't get why you were doing that.
Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health?
It's just a name. Shut up. Kazami.
Was about... No, the way you were going.
It must have been Ayabe.
It's just a name.
When we were
It's just a
drinking
name.
over a tender.
It sounded like as though you were cringing or
I
something.
definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them were talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazami are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh, God, sorry about the weird sound effects.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he
Right,
wants to
well,
interview
I'm
you.
gonna hop.
Me?
It sounds like
And
he's
I'll
looking into
probably join
Shintani-sensei's
again at
murder, too.
another point. It might be a different
Anyway,
game, I
I'll go
don't
ahead
know.
and drive him off.
You'll be Genda
But
Sensei's ace
hopefully
attorney
you
before you
have
know it.
fun
Nah,
in
I don't know if
Judgment,
I'm
and
ready
I'll
for that.
probably
Honestly.
hop around again another time.
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know?
The reviewers, if you bless.
But when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me. I'll see you later.
You said that perfectly. I was gonna say, the viewers, feel free to check out my channel, and then you see what the fuck. And for these two to have
The amount of
when you
rambling.
haven't got the screen shown. See, when I am monitoring, or as you would say, modern, it's easier. But when I haven't got the stream on the screen,
It's not about talking about, like, straight up, like,
it's not
oh,
easy.
talking, like, over the game. No, it's talking about, like, get how you got
Random
interested in
stuff,
Yakuza.
basically.
No one wants to know about how you got interested in Yakuza. I certainly don't care. And then talking
no, I was
about
saying that
how
more
you
for the
have
VOD.
a
It wasn't for you
nosebleed.
guys. That was for anyone that watches VOD. That's all. It wasn't to you guys in particular. You already know what Yakuza's like because you have played all of them.
Oh shit! I didn't want to do that. No.
Oh my god! I'm not gonna let you live that down there. That was so funny and perfectly timed.
Okay, I know what this is about. And then go to the phone. Quick start. Okay.
So anyway, enjoy watching these guys play Judgment. I nearly said Yakuza there. Judgment. And I'll probably hop into another one of their streams at some point. And feel free to check me out as well. It's the
Hey, this man's looking for his pussy.
It's the spot.
I don't know. Wait, hold it. Do you have a PS4? Do you have Twitch? Then guess what? You have a laptop. Then Frosted, I can't do this, but Frosted can explain that on how to do that shit. and how to upload your Twitch videos to YouTube. Do you?
Good stuff.
That's not what I asked. Alright.
Fuck. You know, it's been about 10 minutes since she said she's gonna leave the party, but hasn't yet.
No, you're not the only one. Alright, bye.
Oh my fuck.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Like, no one in the VOD wants to know, oh, this is how you got interested in Yakuza. No one cares. Like, if it's your first time playing a Yakuza game, then that's cool. That's something you could put down. Like, blind playthrough, Judgment, blind playthrough Yakuza, that's cool to do. But when someone's trying to play through a game and hearing cutscenes, no one wants to hear someone talk over it. And then to talk about a fucking bloody nose. Came into the party and immediately just started talking. I'm kind of glad Lord took her away from us. I would have snapped my head off at her sooner. Got annoying to deal with. But she's friends with one person on Xbox, and that's John. I don't fucking like her. Yeah, Lord took her away. I'm actually happy.
Oh.
Chuck.
Huh?
Oh, hey, she's here.
Kaito!
Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm?
Yo.
Okay, someone just needs him. Cool. Like, that's something I don't understand with anime. Joins the party, sees people are streaming, and then joins, then plugs. Like, I had to pause the stream twice because of the fact that she literally was like, I'm going to plug. Comes in, plugs her Twitch, and then is like, oh hey, Lord's bothering me right now. I'm checking the party, okay? She's by herself.
Probably trying to get a hold of him.
Like, am I happy her and Lord are, like, getting along? Absolutely. Because then I don't have to worry about her too much. Because Dark already told me something I can easily do. When she's like getting all, when she's in her moody phase, where it's like, oh, my energy levels are low, yada yada yada. Don't respond. She gets pissed off about it. Don't respond. Because all you're doing is just feeding into her.
Ah, it's the spot. ありがとうございました。
Good talk to Dwight.
I can't.
Also,
It won't. I don't know if I have to. I have to do something to progress with the story more, or what.
We have to check on Kaito. So pretty much you gotta find where Kaito is. You know, your best friend. I'm gonna go talk to Dwight because I'm gonna need. I'm picking up some shit from him.
Oh.
Dwight is in Popo thing, and he's right now currently the one where I know of that's actually in a friendship area in a actual store. I'm quite happy I checked up on Dwight. Let's just pick more Jack Daniels and some sake.
See, I don't drink alcohol in this game.
I do.
Just give me a shit ton of ramen cups and
Stronger I get.
Alright, this is to check to see if the instant kill is still busted in this. John wants to run some tests. Yeah, that's still pretty busted.
that's bullshit.
What?
I get turned around. I'm not told where or what's going on.
Thought I went down this road. Buzz is over here.
Okay, that's kind of. This is funny right here.
This is probably the building.
Not a wise choice.
I don't care anymore. I am on my own. You got a friend. Got a friend in me. He's at the third floor, right? He's at the third floor.
Dude, just get your alcohol. Decide which store you're gonna go get your alcohol from already.
What?
I'm trailing a dude which led to the champions.
Yeah, addressed. Oh, okay, so it's alley.
I love real time. Well, hello there. Go.
Oh, there he is.
Where is he?
Huh?
Kaito?
Yeah.
T Alley.
Hmm?
It's on the street with Public Park 3. You haven't heard the rumors? I've heard every negation in his office. I don't know. Ends with thirds.
No.
Yikes, you just can't handle a rumor like that.
Doc.
Okay. It's got an area where it's called Public Park 3. It has a friendship thing on your end. It is below. It is literally the same streets, or on the opposite side of New Serene. Literally, move your marker slightly right and then up.
Thank you.
Hey.
Kaito!
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. Hey! Out of my room! Hey, Frosted.
What's up?
I was gonna say a joke, and I wanted your opinion on it.
What's the joke? Excuse me.
I was gonna say that if I found the dude's 3 lost kittens, I was gonna say, his pussy be crying for him. Yeah, I know it's terrible.
Hey. Nani?
Oh, shit!
Huh?
What?
I can buy small, medium, and I can buy medium and large kits now.
Cool. Oh crap, that was actually main story. Fuck. Thought that was just supposed to be sub-story, but whatever. Got my answers. Head to Adachi Interstates. Now, before you say anything, it is not Adachi from Persona. He didn't jump games. I think. I don't know. Let's message Red. We'll ask Red a question. Can Adachi jump between games?
Tuck.
So, Tuck, what's that all about? It's Adachi, actually. Where is he? John!
What?
You wanna know where the main story is?
Yes.
Go to your locations and look for a thing called Turtle Room. So press Y on your controller, go to locations, and then look for a thing that says Turtle Room.
Turtle.
It's in your green icons, I'm pretty sure.
Yo.
I was looking for it because I'm like, hey, I went up here and I saw, you know, a green marker, and I couldn't get into a room. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Try it. Not only that, is that it's supposed to be a break room, and Adachi's an interstate, so I'm like, oh, fuck, I'll try it. What in the world can say what? But I trust my instinct. It's my call. You're right, but still. I don't need you sticking your nose in everything I do. Don't you have your own shit to deal with? Right, I'll mind my business then. Yeah, and don't worry about me so much. See you around. Guy does a point, but that doesn't change how worried I am. Adachi's having dinner. Just check up on him. Oh yeah, I'm back down. I went from 700,000 back down to 283,000.
Alright.
John's like, Frosty, why do you have so much money? Instead I say, I did VR, motherfucker. Because, like, that doesn't explain anything. There's no shot you did VR and you're still, like, actually catching up to me. Instead I say, you and I did both different you did more sub-stories than I did.
Yeah.
I just did sub-cases. Yeah. I think so. That or, it's mostly because I think you haven't been skipping the cutscenes for sub-stories. I have. Because I don't really care too much about sub-characters.
Kick him in the dick.
What?
Turtle, 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 turtle. That's a sex club. Maybe the sex club? Nah, not the sex club. How?
Hey. Duck.
Kaito!
Yo.
Huh? Hmm. Aibo?
Yeah.
Huh?
Duck.
Hmm? Kaito!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Hey,
This is gonna be fun.
Hey, Frost, I'll be
What?
back. I'm gonna head downstairs to get a beverage. You want anything?
Okay. I'm fine.
Alright.
Huh?
This stubborn son of a bitch isn't going to let me through. You want me to come along? You have to talk to prove your innocence. Right here and now. Innocence? What's so? I'm guilty of something? You don't believe me? Can't say that I do, actually. You said a lot of shit that hasn't sat right with me since we... Like what? Come on, man. I've been drinking a bunch of times. You said all kinds of shady stuff. I don't think talks to point out just how much you've changed.
Yo.
Kaito!
You know what, Kaito? You're a pain in the ass. You never know your damn place. An idiot like you should just follow orders, not think. Got some work for you, boys. More fighting. Fun.
You asked for it.
Okay, now this is a point that I just kind of want to prove to see if if the theory is correct. This is stupid. Yep. So we're banning instant kill. Cut you in. We're friends, aren't we? We could still be partners. Get out of my sight. If I ever see your face again, I'm gonna pound it.
Hey.
Sure, it was wise to let him off the hook. Yeah, nobody's gonna save him from the weight of his own deeds. As for me, not sure why I went looking for a new partner when I've already got one. Talk. When it's all said and done, I owe you more than anyone. Yeah, best buds. Wanna get cheesy? Hell no. This is not real our style.
Yagami-san, it's Sugiura. Want to meet up and talk Kachihira? Heard of a place called Koi Bride?
Unfortunately, yeah. How do y'all know this place?
Just gotta have connections. Anyway, I'll see you there.
I have to tell John that we are banning that, because that's just busted.
いらっしゃいませ。
Good stuff.
ありがとうございました。
And stay down.
How much more skills do I need? Okay, I'm halfway there. I'm gonna need quite a bit for all of these. I think my next thing will probably actually get these going. Because specials aren't really all that needed. But I think it's gonna be quite easier if I just start focusing on doing other shit.
Yeah.
Well, how did...
Just a couple of rumors, really.
Then what's with that grin?
Fine. You got me. You know that meeting they had? Turns out it was about the ADDC.
What?
For years now, the Kajihira Group has been secretly planning an absolutely massive redevelopment project. And where were they planning it? This plot of land right here.
Hey, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, so do you mind if we end it here until I'm done?
Area around it too. To be precise,
I'm cleaning the air conditioner in there.
To the medical which, as you know, is managed by none other than the Ministry of Health. That explains why Kajihira
Sure, when I get to a...
go
By the way,
getting just one
I
big
will
wig on board
allow...
with the project
Okay,
enough?
so...
It is in this case. Apparently,
It's not... I don't think it's going to be the next fight
down.
you do.
Huh?
I will
See,
tell
the
you,
Institute was
there is
created
a
with the goal
fight,
of
and
addressing
I'm
Japan's
fully
aging
saying this,
population.
we are banning instant kill.
Yeah, I could have told you that one. I already said that.
So I used it on a boss. I'm like, maybe wonder if this is actually gonna insta kill. It insta killed all of them, and the boss had 2 bars.
Too many seniors, not enough babies, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's busted.
Yeah, I get that. Alright, I gotta go into the other room.
People even call it a
So,
tax scam.
that's why I'm ending the stream here. We'll pick this up later.
Management's just a bunch of crusty government types.
I'm still gonna be in the
I
party.
will
I just wanted to end the stream and
the
save the
Minister
game
of
type
Health
of
says
thing.
the time's up.
Well, yeah, save the game and then leave the party, because I'm probably gonna hide on idle.
Alright.
Maybe, but I doubt he'd mind so long as he got a nice kickback from it. And that's exactly what Kajihira put on the table. I'm sure it was enough to cover the damage. A big old bribe, basically. On top of that, Kajihira bought up all the land around the center years back to avoid rising prices.
They're not even trying to hide it.
Yep, but as luck would have it, it just wasn't meant to be. One day, Kajihira's redevelopment project suddenly got flushed down the drain. Something happened preventing the ADDC from closing. And it's all thanks to this guy.
Keto and his 89 research.
Yeah, you don't just shut down a dementia drug that could change the world. So Kazumi started singing 89's praises to anyone who'd listen. And you know how it ends. The ADDC stayed in business, the money kept flowing, the research kept going. Kazumi brushed the whole deal under the rug.
And pulled it right out from under Kajihira.
Yep. Guy must have lost billions in the process. Wonder what that feels like. I'd guess he's not too happy with his 89 business.
Right. How'd you get all this anyway? I literally asked you today.
You want to look behind the curtain, huh?
What?
It's not that impressive. It was all published online last year. It was a pretty gripping article, but they couldn't substantiate their claims. Everyone wrote it off as tabloid nonsense.
I think they might have been right.
Why?
The piece is by Kohatori. And he's an asshole.
You know him?
Yeah, we go back. And apparently he stormed Genda's office today looking for an interview.
Huh? Doesn't that mean you can ask him yourself? You better get a move on.
I guess I'll have to.
Alright then. Alright viewers, I'm ending the stream here. I'm live streaming. I will catch you next